Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks, and somebody sent me this yellow JPEG and this circle, and they say that I showed in a video one time where you could make a crescent. So the circle or the ellipse is pretty close to the outside of that, but if you Control D and then while holding down the control button, move it straight down to that edge, you can see that this particular logo is not that. A couple ways you could do that. You could expand the circles out, but there's another way to make this shape that I could think of, and that's with the 3-point curve. And if you'll stay by with me just for a second, we'll do it. So get the 3-point curve line, and let's go from that node, or that, there's really not a node, and then hold down the control button so it's perfect, and let's get right in the middle of that, or close to the middle. Now let's just take this shape, move that out of the way for a second, and we're going to use the artistic media tool. And we're going to grab this one right here that's got pointed shapes, pointed ends on both ends. And you can see it didn't do very good, so let's try. I think I had a better one. No, that one's got some of these shapes have, there we go. Now it's still a little bit off, but you can correct that in just a second. So if we take and select it all, go up to Object, Group, break Artistic Media apart, and then you can take away our line. And then if you left click, right click, you can see the nodes. Artistic Media tool does that. Let's just delete these nodes and see how close we get. Now let's bring in our yellow. Let's zoom in here a little bit. And let's use our nudge tool to just nudge it down ever so slightly. We're a little bit thicker, but I don't know if they've got to be, how close they have to be to this. And then to make that shape, let's get this out of the way. To get this shape, just take that shape, Control D, and then mirror it this way. Select them both and weld it. Let's turn them yellow just to make it and take away the outline. I say we're pretty close. We're maybe a little bit thicker in the middle, but you can, since you have the logo in front of you, you can rectify that before you flip it. Maybe take the shape tool. You want to be careful. Let's do this. Let's put this in the center of the page. I actually had a duplicate already. Let's take an indexing line and hit P, put it in the center of the page, and let's grab right there, and then just move this up ever so much, straight up. Now, let's see what it looks like. We've actually put a node there so we can take it away now. And let's Control D and mirror it this way, grab them both, weld it. I'm not going to color it this time because I'm going to see how close we are. We need to get pretty close so we can nudge. We're still a little bit off, but if you play around with it enough, I believe you could get dead on. And does it have to be dead on? If you're just trying to make that shape, or you're trying to, matter of fact, the more I move it, the more I think it's going to be dead on. Maybe now it's still a little bit thick, but that's how I would do it. The ellipse process is pretty good, but sometimes you have to elongate your second circle. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.